We have two other medications that you're using. Tell us a little bit about those.
This one is called cannabichromene. It is a specific cannabinoid that has been, specifically taken out because it works on inflammation, 100%. When I first put this on, it felt like I was, the metal on Matrix, that cold feeling. It was just freezing immediately, and I realized how inflamed my hands were and how close to cancer I probably was. Skin cancer. It works amazingly well and amazingly fast. You will watch the pink fall away from your hands within minutes.
So it's like a salve, like an icy hot kind of?
Yeah, it's got lanolin in it. It's not hot or anything. It has some menthol in it. So when I did have to really put it on my eyeballs this winter, because I had some real issues up here in my face, and you see my rosy cheeks, that German thing, that's an immune system reaction, I found out. Because I'm very attuned to when I'm having a reaction. I can feel it. There's red all over me in certain places. And so yeah, that works really amazing. And all these things actually work really amazing at higher dosages. You can watch your immune system just fall away, just relax. The final one, now I didn't have access to leaves. Now that's going to be an issue in the future because growing plants. But if you can grow your plants, if you can get these leaves, you will probably knock out any ailment you have if it's under cancer or less than AIDS or lupus. You probably get that knocked out in no time because it works so amazingly well because it's non-psychoactive. We have THCA, which is the THC's precursor, which is just a light acid. Now, once you decarboxylize that and it turns into an alcohol, it's completely different. It's psychoactive. But what I have done, because I didn't have access to leaves and I was very desperate to find relief, is I took buds that I had and I ground them up to the finest, texture I could find, and I infused it into this juice. There's been no heat applied to this juice whatsoever. So most of the benefits you're getting are the cannabinoids that are non-psychoactive.
So that juice that you have there, that's a homemade juice that you made?
This is actually its label. It's the green juice.
Okay.
It's delicious and good for you. It's got broccoli and all the nice things that help oxygenate your blood. So one thing you're going to do as a medical patient, if you really want to become expert at helping yourself gain information on the internet, what are basic chemistry? What are basic organics? These are going to help you understand things because once you hear things like decarboxylized acid, you can realize how that applies to every single plant. Once you start to realize how this applies to every single plant, you start to realize this is not a special plant. This is not a crazy devil plant. This is papaya. This is mangoes. This is corn. This is wheat. This is rice. This is tomatoes. The only difference is it has specific helping cannabinoids. It has specific helpers in it that literally heal your body fast, quick, and in a hurry. Other things that I'm treating are anxiety disorder, depression disorder, lots of other things that people have labeled me with, but I'm going to go with post-traumatic stress and anxiety disorder, depression, and what I do believe is an underdevelopment disorder, which is now known as autistic spectrum disorder. I'm not going to say I'm autistic because there's a lot that comes with that, especially when you're borderline. A lot of people don't like you saying that. But you can ask anybody that went to high school with me. I'm definitely different than what I was before.
So this juice, is it a CBD juice or is it just a health juice in
this
general?
This is just a health juice because when you take the bud, which is high in THCA, which is the acid, it's a high anti-inflammatory.
Mm-hmm.
So immediately you feel uplifted, you feel fine, you feel good. My skin immediately relaxed. When I know that my reaction is done, or when I know that it's being dealt with, is when I no longer feel pain.
Mm-hmm.
And it is almost immediate. And with many, many people you talk to, if you're inhaling it, it is almost immediate.
Yeah.
And I do want to
get a vaporizer. That's what I've heard anyways.
Yeah, and I do want to get a vaporizer so that I can try and find a way to not inflame my lungs.
Okay, so immediately after using these, how long did it take you to have relief from your symptoms?
It was immediate. Within 2 hours, I had looked over at my humidifier, which I had kept 2 or 3 by my bed this winter to try and keep my skin from pulling so that I could get some sleep. Also, I do believe that it worked on my inflammation in my head and my sinuses, because every time the barometric pressure changed, my mood changed, and I could immediately tell.
So that's good news, son.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. And right now, I usually wear gloves. For the last 3 months, my skin has been so exposed that I've never had a rhino layer. I've never had the outside layer of my skin for 2 to 3 months. I'm usually wearing gloves that I have to take the tips of fingers off so that I can feel relief from the pressure on the fingertips.
And now after using this medicine...
And now after using this, nothing.
Excellent.
And like you said, was the 25th. This is a little over a week ago. I was bedridden because I couldn't go to Iowa City. I was bedridden because of the drop in barometric pressure, the drop in change of moisture and temperature.
Nice. Well, I definitely appreciate your visit to...
Yeah, and now I walked through. I drove through a blizzard to get here.
Yeah, it's not very pleasant outside, and I definitely appreciate your visit to me here in Mason City, and we love hearing your story. Is there anything else you want to throw out there? We got about another 30 seconds of battery left.
The only thing is I don't like doing the emotional arguments. I'll show you my emotion because it has absolutely to do with every logical argument whatsoever. The reason I speak like I do is because I found that people respect people who understand things to a higher degree. And the only way to change people's mind is to become more educated so that you can explain to them without any doubt whatsoever what is going on and how this medicine helps people.
That's a very valid point. Well, I definitely thank you for your courage in coming here and helping educate a little bit about the other things that this medicine can help, and being brave about it. And,
Thank you.
Thanks for the visit. All right.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.